Hello friends, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video series on building your list. We have thoroughly enjoyed walking through this process with you. We're grateful that you've joined us for the wrap-up today.
We're Phil and Stephanie with Art Country Central, and we have something special planned for you today.
Through this series, we've worked together on building a list from the ground up. We looked at marketing comparisons from time past up to today, and we noticed how much better the approach is when someone comes to you with interest in what you're already doing. We expanded on building a lead generation page and attaching a good lead magnet to attract attention and gain permissions. All the while, our focus has been on the trust that is placed in you when someone grants you permission to enter the private world of their email inbox. We moved from building the list generator to developing a welcome email and setting it up automatically so that new additions to your list receive a personal communication from you as soon as possible. We discussed the importance of building a community based on mutual trust.
Now that you have a concept of how to build your list and begin communication with your community, we want to take a look at one last concept of this list building in this series. To understand that concept, let me ask you this. Let's say you have signed up for an email list for a sporting goods store. Now let's go a step farther and say that your interest in sporting goods is focused around one central point, fly fishing. But the sporting goods store is wanting to send an email offer out about a special discount on running shoes. Well, unless you're in the woods being chased by a bear, are running shoes really something that's going to help you with fly fishing? No, not really. And if you're like me, you have absolutely no desire to run unless there's a threat that is causing you to run. So that email about running shoes is pretty much pointless for me, right? But what if the email was about a sale on fly rods or hand-tied flies? Oh, okay. Now you got my attention. This is in my wheelhouse. Is there a means by which this sporting goods store could send me emails that are relevant to my interest only? You bet there is. It's called segmentation. How many times have you signed up for an email list and they ask you a series of questions about your personal interest? Do you realize why they do that? They're doing that so that they can send you content that is relevant to you and your personal interest.
Before we begin walking through this, I want to mention that this is an in-depth topic and we are just scratching the surface with some generals here. But we have a deeper training on this available. What is list segmentation and why does it matter? Let's switch gears for just a couple of minutes, bear with me here, and think of an orange. When I peel an orange, I find 8 small digestible pieces. This is what we're doing with your email list. We're breaking it into pieces or segments. Why? Let's go back to our sporting goods analogy. If all I get is running gear advertisements and I'm into fly fishing or even baseball, I will either unsubscribe or mark you as spam. It's that simple. But with list segmentation, I can send general sales to the entire list or multiple lists, or I can send the fly fishing gear ads to those on that segment of the list, and the runners get their ads, and I keep everybody happy.
Most email marketing providers, like the ones that we have recommended already, offer the ability to segment lists, and there are several ways to work on it. On your lead generation page, some also call this a squeeze page when you use it on your website, you can allow them to pick which list they may want to be on. We recommend no more than 4 choices be made on that list. Now, you may not have 4 choices, and if not, then we can segment with tags, and we'll cover that in just a minute. But with the 4 separate lists, you can send, all general sale emails, but also more targeted emails can be sent to those specific lists, such as fly fishing or running or baseball or etc. If you only have one list, you can add tags and then exclude or include only those with a specific tag when you get ready to send the next email. Think about potential customers versus current customers. You don't want to send a thank you coupon code to someone that has never purchased, right? But you can segment a list and offer those that have purchased in the past a code as a thank you for purchasing from you in the past and an encouragement to purchase from you again. Have a membership? You would look like you're not really organized if you keep sending out emails asking for your paying members to join your membership, wouldn't you? I would be rethinking my choice if I keep receiving that particular call to action. So one recommendation would be to have at least 2 lists or tags. One list with your prospective customers and one list with your current customers. If you have a membership, you could add a third tag or list of those who have canceled.
You can also segment based on clicks and opens. If a potential customer opens your sales email, then they can get a tag or be moved to a list called opens, so that you know that they're actively opening your emails, if not more. If you include a poll or a survey, they can be sorted to different lists based on the clicks that they make, and you can send separate emails to them more focused on what they said that they wanted to see. Welcome emails can be set up for different segments or different lists so that the information is relevant to the recipient. That's it. That is the series on building an email list. But there is one catch. We want to keep working with you and providing information to help you grow your business.
When you reach the end of this video, we're going to have a special offer for you. Thus far, we've been introducing ourselves as Art Country Central, so I want to give you a little background info. We, Stephanie and I, are the owners of Home Base Essentials. Our primary focus has been and is helping small and home business owners to transition to online or digital marketing. Since the pandemic of 2020 hit, a lot of businesses that could not make that adjustment, they went under. At the same time, a lot of new businesses and a lot of new business opportunities were presented to thousands of people. Man, just take a look at the social media outlets and see how busy creative individuals have become. Those type of businesses have historically been undertaken only by the most famous of the individuals in those industries. However, now is the time that literally anyone can take on this industry and win. What we have noticed is that a lot of creatives, artists of all sorts, simply need a boost in understanding or a little technical assistance to get going.
There's also another category of individuals to whom this may apply. Many have a strong desire to start their own business, be their own boss, and get out of the 9-to-5 hustle. Having a job is great, especially when you love what you do. However, have you realized that you are still building someone else's dream? This portion of our message today goes out to you if you fit into that category. What we have learned is that there is a large number of individuals who would love to work for themselves, or at the very least, have a means to bring in a little extra income into their households. But they have yet to discover their own passion, their own craft, their own art. Well, what if I told you there is now the capability of being able to start your own business and use someone else's art to get you going? In a sense, it's like a franchise, the ability to piggyback off of another's work, build an income, and then as time goes on, you develop your own art, your own passion, your own niche.
We have an answer for both. Home Base Essentials was developed out of a necessity to help home and small business owners learn how to use the available technology to get their digital footprint established and keep it growing. Also present was an aspect of helping creatives with their behind-the-scenes work necessary to grow a following. Over that time, we were introduced to Deborah Wright, the owner of Painting and Vine in Cadillac, Michigan.
Hey y'all, Deborah Wright with Painting and Vine. Get in here. I love to teach and I love to see people have success. And over the years, people have asked me, how do you have a paint and sip? What do you do to get one started? Can I use your patterns and your techniques in my brick and mortar? Can I use them on my online classes? How do you have online classes? How do you have classes? How do you get all set up? So, I've even been approached for franchising. So, there has to be an easier way, right?
Since our relationship grew, we learned something. We learned that we could bring our two approaches together and provide a means of mentoring to both sides of the fence.
Out of that necessity, Art Country Central was born. All three of us have hearts that desire your success. We know you have it in you. We know you have the ability. We all three believe that there's an artist in everyone, and that for some, it has just not been discovered yet. Deborah has been creating and painting since childhood. She's a certified florist and will be adding floral classes at a later date. A certified yoga instructor, a master gardener. She's been teaching acrylic painting for over 30 years has traveled for 7 years restoring historical buildings, state capitals, performing art theaters, churches, and 4 years restoring statues. She paints wildlife for log cabin companies and works with local designers creating one-of-a-kind art for their customers. It's always been her passion to teach art, floral arranging, the art of making tea, and gardening, and now it's her full-time work. Her classes are not only fun, but also informative, whether you come to spend time with friends or just to sharpen your painting skills. You're sure to leave with a creation to be proud of. It's not only art, it's art therapy. If you are one of those who has yet to discover your artistic abilities, Deborah has plans of using all of her knowledge and skills to help you find your place, your craft, your passion, your art.
You know, we have close to 30 years experience in various areas of marketing. We have learned what to do, and by the School of Hard Knocks, we've learned what not to do. Since beginning Home Base Essentials and Stephanie's Escape and Paint, we have worked diligently to learn the skills necessary to help you establish your digital footprint and make sure that your footprint remains relevant. We are part of several teaching and coaching programs ourselves in order to make sure we stay on top of the ever-changing trends of social media and other areas of digital marketing. We have become a part of the product launching world because we want to help coach you through taking your craft from concept to reality. Our one desire through this effort is to see you be successful. Then and only then do we succeed.
As Art Country Central, we have developed a program that will walk you through from step 1, how to get a business going. This program will focus on online business as well as standalone in-person studio setup. You don't know how to paint? We have you covered there too. Deborah is not only going to teach you how to teach a painting and painting events, but she's going to teach you the basics from the very beginning.
We are looking for our founding members. The offer you will see here, you may never see again. But what we want you to know is this: Art Country was designed with you in mind. This is not our country. This is Art Country. This is your country. We want to focus on your needs and what it is going to take to help you succeed. For a very limited time, 7 days to be exact, we are opening our doors to founding members. To fit the atmosphere, we've labeled our memberships passports. We want to keep this launch small, so we are only opening up for 50 passports. That's all that's available. Why, you ask? Well, a large portion of Art Country has been developed through the work that we have been doing up to this point. But there is still a lot that needs to be done. We want Art Country to be your country by taking your input and building it into this community. Most of the foundation is poured, yes, but there is still a lot of work to be done, and we desperately need your feedback to make the adjustments, changes that are necessary to those blueprints. Your involvement here is crucial to the structure and to the necessity of being able to move forward. As such, we feel that we cannot work with a large group as of yet because we want as much one-on-one time with you as we can get. One thing we have learned is that very seldom, when someone is facing a problem or has a question, are they the only ones with that problem or question. We all, together, have an opportunity to build a community that will provide answers to those problems and those questions.
So let's talk about what's going on here. Is there a real value behind this mentorship? Well, let's expand on that a little bit. For our founding members, what we want you to understand is that there will be special trainings outside of what's available in Art Country Central. And for you, our founding members, a seat is reserved free of charge to those special events. For our members that come on board after this founding member launch, they will be able to take part at a heavily discounted rate. These classes will also be available for those outside Art Country Central, but the cost difference is reflected in our conversation in a minute. If you were to seek individually what we're going to provide in this mentorship, what would it cost you? Digital marketing side. A digital marketing boot camp, $297 each camp. Full digital marketing masterclass, $1,997 per class, per masterclass. Social media masterclass, $1,197. Technology exposure course, $797. The Canva course with template, $297. Business establishment, painting and vine, franchise and licensing, $20,000. Brick and mortar masterclass, $997. How to paint series, $257. The individual project class, allowing you to teach it in your classes and stuff, will be $37 per painting.
You know, there's much more that we have plans of building into this mentorship. As time goes on, the value will only increase. The opportunity that you have right now is to lock in your rate. Once you're in and remain a member in good standing, your rate will not increase. Your rate will remain right where it is when you became a part of Art Country Central. Once you have your passport, the rate doesn't change. So, what is the cost of this mentoring program?
We're offering our founding members $35 a month to be among the first 50 passports. Again, we need you. We want to build this to be the best it possibly can be, and as such, we need your fingerprints on the blueprints. Everything that we have built into it already, and everything that will be a part of Art Country Central from this point forward, $35 a month has locked in.
Where else are you going to find that kind of a value? Consider if you were to purchase each of these pieces individually, you would be spending over $25,000. In the grand scheme of things, that would not be unreasonable as an investment to have everything that you need to begin your journey. In all likelihood, it really wouldn't take you very long to recover your investment and begin to be in the positive for your income. Some have taken the business models that we are going to teach you and have done some incredible things with them. You have that same ability, but we've cut the cost down to $35 a month. As long as you have an active Art Country passport, you will have full access to everything that we have revealed and quite a bit more that we have not.
We have invested in the marketing courses and the coaching so that you don't have to. We will continue to invest in those courses and coaching because we know that it's necessary for you to be able to stay top of mind with your customers and future customers. Once you enter Art Country Central, there is no telling what doors will open, what opportunities will present themselves. Take advantage of this opportunity. Only 50 passports are available for this week only. Once we hit 50 members or 7 days, the doors close. The opportunity to obtain an Art Country passport for $35 a month will be gone. You don't want to miss this. This is Philip and Stephanie with Art Country Central, and we will see you soon in Art Country, your country.
Hold on just a minute. Hot off the presses, this just in. You guys have got to hear this.
We really want our founding members to have an opportunity that no one else has. So if you take advantage of this right now, you have a couple of special offers. These offers will never be seen again. Are you ready? If you're one of the first 25 to sign up for a monthly access passport, you can get in now and save $5 a month. Your monthly access will only be $30. That will only be available to the first 25 passports.
And just like with the $35 a month, once you lock that in as one of the first 25, it will not increase for you. Now, as a special opportunity right now, we're going to offer a lifetime access. You will have access to everything that Art Country has to offer now and will offer in the future. All three of us have considered this long and hard, and we wanted to make you an offer that would be of a huge benefit. Why? Because we want you to have everything you need. So we made 15 lifetime passports available. A lifetime passport? You bet. Access to Art Country Central for life. Remember when we said that if you were to do this individually, it would cost you more than $25,000 to purchase everything and have it all at your fingertips? Well, guess what? These 15 passports are not going to cost you nearly that much, not even half. We have a desire to make things attainable. As such, we believe that $25,000 is so far out of reach for most people that it's just not possible. So let me ask you, Do you think that this would be a deal if we offered it to you for, say, $10,000? Yeah, it would. It really would. But you know what? We don't want to do that either. How about $5,000? You know what? That's getting to where it sounds a little bit more feasible, doesn't it? Man, we could set up a payment plan and make it very easy to manage, but y'all, we feel like we can do better than that. And we can do better than that for our founding members. So what we have set up are 15 lifetime passports for $21.97. Now, we realize that that may still be difficult for some, so we wanted to break that down into payments if you need them. 6 payments of $3.97 a month. After 6 months, it's yours. You have a lifetime access passport to Art Country Central. Everything that we do from this point forward will be at your fingertips. Now, would that be doable? 6 payments, $2,382, or 1 payment for $21.97 for a value of over $25,000 to invest in your future endeavors. You know, I don't know about you, but that sounds like a pretty good deal to me. If this sounds like a plan for you, then you better jump on it now, because once those 15 passports are gone, they're gone. You ready to join the journey through Art Country? We're ready too. Come on, let's go. This is Art Country. This is your country.
Get in here.